Hey guys, welcome to SoCal Training Team. Thank you for joining us on another edition of training for residential facilities here in the state of California. I specialize in the state of California. And so today I want to discuss corporations because I get a lot of questions about corporations. So I'm not going to actually tell you what corporation or what type of corporation you need to set up. I'm not going to do that. You need to consult with an accountant or attorney on what would better suit your needs. But more so, what I'm going to go over today is I'm going to discuss the different types of corporations and then some of the benefits of them. We're not going to discuss how to set them up, but if you visit our website, SoCalTrainingTeam.com, we do assist in setting up corporations once you know what type of corporation you want to set up. So once again, visit us at SoCalTrainingTeam.com, or you can send us an email or give us a call and we can assist you with that as well. So let's first start with a C corporation. Let me get my marker here. So let's start with the C corporation. C Corp. C corporation is a standard corporation providing liability protection to shareholders and allowing for unlimited number of investors. C corps are taxed separately from their owners at corporate tax rate. So this is the standard corporation that people set up. Standard corp. And this is the most common. The next one is an S corp. The S corp is preferred by small business owners who want the liability protection of a corporation, but with pass-through taxation to avoid double taxation on dividends. So the S corp is similar to a C corp. It just has a designation of an S, which the difference is it allows pass-through taxation. S corps in California must adhere to specific IRS rules, including restrictions on the number of shareholders, which are 100 or fewer, and the types of shareholders. Now, I know a lot of this doesn't pertain to you guys, or you'll never have 100 shareholders. I mean, I guess I should never say never, you could. But for most of us in the residential facility business, we never really, or should I say, for the most part, we don't have a lot of shareholders. It's typically one or two of us on the board. We don't typically hit 100 shareholders. So with well, let me move on. Before I talk about some considerations. And then the next is LLC. And the LLC can range from moderate to high. It's similar to S corps, but with greater flexibility in management and profit distribution among members. So that's the LLC. So the LLC is just easier to manage. And then the last one is nonprofit. And with the nonprofit, nonprofits aim to make profits, but to reinvest all the income back into their operational missions. However, successful nonprofits can manage substantial budgets. So let's talk about some of the tax considerations for these now. So we have the four main setups. And I'm going to say these are the four main setups for residential facilities. You don't have to be a nonprofit to open up a residential facility. But for STRTP, which I'll do in another video, for a short-term residential therapeutic program or for a transitional housing program, a lot of different programs that you do with Department of Children Family Services or San Bernardino County Children Family Services, you have to establish a nonprofit, but that's a training for another day. But these are the top 4 in that order. These are the top 4 corporations that most of us in the residential facility business set up. So let's talk about some of the tax considerations for these corporations. Let's start with C. So a C corp is subject to double taxation, where profits are taxed at the corporate level and again as dividends to shareholders, which might impact your net profit. So C corp is double taxation. On your S corp, the S corp avoids double taxation since profits pass through to the shareholders' personal tax returns, potentially allowing for more net income to retain or reinvest. So the S corp avoids double taxation. And it avoids double taxation because the taxes are passed through your personal income tax. So you got to figure out which one will benefit you more. Double taxation or avoiding taxation by putting it on your personal tax return. Then you have the LLC. The LLC has for tax consideration is passed through taxation. It helps avoid double taxation. Profits and losses are reported on members' personal tax returns, which can be beneficial depending on the individual tax situation. So this also avoids, the LLC also avoids double taxation because you're filing on your personal tax return as well. Now the nonprofit tax considerations, you would be exempt from income taxes on activities related to their charitable missions, which helps maximize funds available for whatever cause you're having. So these are the top 4 corporation setups: the C corp, the S corp, the LLC, and the nonprofit. So what you guys have to determine as business owners, as residential facility owners, what type of corporation you want to set up and what benefits you the most. Now, what I like to say, a lot of people ask me, what type of corporation should I set up? I always suggest I'm not a professional at setting up and not at managing these type of agencies. But if you talk to your CPA, your financial advisors, because I don't know your financial situation, they can determine which type of corporation would be best for you to set up. So in a nutshell, these are the top 4: C corp, S corp, LLC, and then nonprofit. You decide which one you want to set up. But I do encourage you guys, if you guys are going to develop a residential facility, you have to set up some type of entity because these entities provide you protection. You don't want to set up a residential facility in your own personal name, as it can cause liability on you and your family. So this is the corporate setup, or the different types of corporation. Once again, we do set up corporations. You can visit us at SoCalTrainingTeam.com, and we can assist you through the process once you have determined what type of corporation you want to set up. I will see you on the next video, and thanks for joining us.